And good morning, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Don K. Preston. I am the president of Preterist Research Institute of Ardmore, Oklahoma. This is what I call my morning musings. I'm on my second or third or whatever cup of coffee this morning. Enjoying a great morning. Hope you are as well. We are talking about and investigating 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, 13 to 18. This is really the key text that our dispensational friends appeal to for a rapture, which is invisible to the wicked. All that the wicked know, ostensibly, is that millions and millions of people disappear. This text is also a key text for those who believe that it predicts an end of time, the time when the earth is completely destroyed, the cosmos is burnt up, and what have you. And the righteous rise off of the earth, they meet Jesus in the clouds, and they go back to heaven, or they go to heaven. Well, here's the problem. When we do a careful linguistic analysis of the text, we find something absolutely stunning, and you just really, really have to catch the power of what I'm about to share with you. Now, I have an extensive, one of the most extensive linguistic analysis of what I'm about to share with you that you will find anywhere in my book, We Shall Meet Him in the Air, the Wedding of the King of Kings. Keep that in mind. I'll have more to say about it here momentarily. When Paul says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, then we who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. The word meet there might suggest to those not familiar with the Greek, not familiar with the culture, not familiar with how it was used in the first century, okay, we go out to join him because he's coming to get us to take us back to heaven. The word meet that is translated from the Greek word apontesis. Apontesis, as virtually all Greek scholars agree, and again, I have this fully documented in my book. Apontesis was a technical term. Now, what that means is that when you saw this word, a certain concept, a certain mental image came to mind. Apontesis did not mean go out and meet and go back. Catch this. Apontesis was used of a visiting royal dignitary who is traveling to a destination. This is his destination. He is traveling there. The members, the citizens of that city, are looking for him. When they see him coming, they go out to meet him and they escort him to his destination. He is not coming to get them to take them away. He is coming to join them in their city, to visit them, or to live with them, as in this case. Do you catch the power of that? Here's what you absolutely must catch. When the Greek word apontesis is used with its companion word, parousia, as Paul uses that word right here in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. In other words, Paul is drawing on the well-known, well-established usages of the Greek word parousia and the Greek word apontesis. He doesn't have to explain them to his Hebraic-trained readers. They know what a parousia and a meeting was. The parousia was to come to be with them where they are. Now what that means is that Thessalonians is about the restoration of the life lost in Adam. What did Adam lose? Adam was on earth in time in fellowship with God. When he sinned, he lost that fellowship. He lost that life. Christ was to return to restore, not a physical earth, but to restore spiritual fellowship to man while man is still on earth. Wow. Look, I got to tell you, the commentators who still hold to the view of being removed from the earth at the parousia readily attest and readily say how incredibly devastating the proper, the true, the original definition of apontesis is to the traditional eschatologies. And they say things like, wow, if we accept the accepted definition, as it was in the first century, it is totally destructive to modern day Christianity's view of the coming of the Lord. So therefore we'll reject that definition. Wait a minute, that's theology driving definition instead of theology deriving theology from definition. That is improper. You really, really need to get a copy of my book, We Shall Meet Him in the Air, The Wedding of the King of Kings. As I mentioned, it is, to my knowledge, one of the most extensive developments. I show from Josephus, I show from other first century writings, I show from the Bible, I show from the lexicons, how apontesis was used. Not to speak about going out to be taken away, but a going out to meet and to escort back to the destination. You really need a copy of this book. Go to my website, eschatology.org, bibleprophecy.com. Order a copy of We Shall Meet Him in the Air, The Wedding of the King of Kings, and I'll refund your shipping if you mention that you saw the offer on YouTube and Facebook. Look, I've got even more on this that I want to share with you. I'll do that on the flip side. You have a great day.